Hello and welcome to Neil Bakes. This week is dessert week and I've got to make a Marjolaine, some French dessert thing, meringue type thing. It's called a Marjolaine. There's quite a lot of ingredients for this. Look at this. Quite a lot, and recipe, ingredient and method is huge. So this is going to take me all afternoon, I think. On the show it's 3 hours. It's probably going to take me about 10. Snowing outside, so what better way than to stay indoors and bake. On my mark, get set, bake! Okay, so this recipe has 4 parts to it. This part is for the darquoise. I don't know, it's French. We've got 125 grams of blanched almond, 125 grams of blanched hazelnuts, 300 grams of caster sugar, whites of 6 eggs, we'll keep the yolks for later on, and 25 grams of corn flour. Okay, so firstly it says to put the oven on to 160 fan. So let's do that. Put the almonds and the hazelnuts in a food processor and pulse them up. So almonds going in, hazelnuts going in. Quite loud. That smells nice. There we go, nicely ground up. So they're going on a baking tray and in the oven for 10 minutes to roast. In the oven they go. Egg whites. Apparently I can use a bottle to take the egg yolks out of the egg whites. So we'll give that a go. How do you keep it in the bottle? I really have no idea how it's supposed to work. It just slips out again. How is this supposed to work? Just use a spoon, does not work. Just going to pour the egg whites into here and stop the egg yolk. So my 6 egg whites are in there. Separated them out, and I only wasted 1 egg, even though there's some broken in there. But there's 6 egg yolks in there, 6 egg whites in there. Bottle technique did not work, so I just used a spoon. Okay, so my nuts have been in the oven they were in there for about 20 minutes actually. They've got a bit more golden than what they were. So I'm just going to put these in a bowl to cool. Time to whisk! Definitely looks nice and frothy now, doesn't it? Ooh! Right, time to add the sugar. 100 grams going in with the nuts that I've roasted, and 200 grams is going in with the egg whites, 1 tablespoon at a time. Ooh. Are they crackling? My nuts are crackling. So my nut mixture has cooled, and now we're going to add in the remaining 100 grams of the caster sugar. So that's in. And the 25 grams of corn flour. Give this a mix around. And now this nut mixture gets folded into my meringue. My white meringue. And then that becomes a darquoise. And there we are. That's all folded in now. So it's dividing into these 2 trays that I've got. So I've lined with baking paper. So here are my 2 meringues in my baking trays, and into the oven at 130 fan for about an hour. I spent an hour and a half to make this meringue. That's half the time. It's ridiculous. So much stuff involved. Okay, so next up we're going to do the praline. So 100 grams of almonds, 300 grams of caster sugar, and 100 milliliters of water. roast them almonds. Sugar going in the pan. Water going in there as well, we'll give that a mix and then heat that up. So caramel's on. Now the key to this apparently is just to leave it until it goes golden or caramelised in colour. It can turn really quickly, so I'm going to have to watch it like a hawk. Starting to get a bit deeper in colour. Okay, making caramel takes longer than I thought. I thought it was like a 2-minute thing, but no, it's about 10 minutes so far. I've toasted my almonds, so they're done. I'm just waiting for the caramel. There we go, that'll do. Look how golden that is. Right, I'll mix in my almonds and then stick it on my baking paper. It's cooled pretty quickly. It needs to go on here, sharpish. That cooled ridiculously quickly. So anyway, I'll leave that on there to cool, and then we'll blitz it up. Praline done. Yeah. Ah, look, I can make little caramel things. Ooh, I might just eat this. Oh, look, caramel sticks. Whoa. Definitely did turn pretty quickly. That was hot. Ow. Okay, so they look like they are done, but they're firm, so like I can't push them down. Need to leave them to cool in the oven. Just scrunch up a tea towel, put it between the door. So there we go, we'll just leave it to cool in the oven. So next up we've got the ingredients for the French buttercream. So we've got 8 egg yolks there, I've added 2 from before. 350 grams of softened butter, that's unsalted. 225 grams of caster sugar. 75 millilitres of warm water. Caramel spoon. Okay, so egg yolks in a big bowl. So exactly the same as before, we're doing the caramel. So sugar in the pan and the warm water in as well. Okay, so the sugar and water's in the bowl, and that's going to be heated up pretty quickly until it's 115 degrees Celsius apparently. We'll just whisk this up to start with. Okay, that'll do. 115 degrees. Right, so I've whisked that up, and now it's time to add the butter. So butter has been added and I've mixed that up, and that's the French buttercream done. So next up we've got the chocolate ganache. Ooh. So only 2 ingredients for the chocolate ganache. We've got 360 grams of dark chocolate and 250 millilitres of cream. Heat the cream up until it's simmering and pour it over the chocolate and melt it in. It needs to be nice and glossy in the end. So cream going in. So that's simmering now. Pour this over the chocolate and mix it all up. Come on, melt chocolate. And there we go, chocolate ganache done. Nice and shiny. So I'll leave that to cool and then I'll chill it a bit so it firms up and I can spread it a bit better and pipe it. Okay, so my praline has cooled. First time I've done this and nailed it. This is going into a food processor to blitz up, and it's going to go in the buttercream. So this goes in here and we fold it in. Right, so I've folded in the praline mixture into the French buttercream. So that's done. Buttercream's done, ganache is done. So bring the meringues out of the oven. So here we are. They are nice and cool now. and they need to be split into 4. So I have 4 meringue layers. Oh, it broke! Oh no! So this is cracked into a few pieces. Oh well. This one's not too bad. Okay, so I've cut my meringue pieces in half, so I've got 4, well, I've got about 10 pieces, but we should have 4 layers of meringue. It goes meringue at the bottom, then praline buttercream, then another sheet of meringue, then some ganache, then another sheet of meringue, then praline buttercream, then the last sheet of meringue. Then the buttercream all around that, chocolate around the edges of that, and then more nuts on top. Oh, this is ridiculous. This has taken me like 5 hours already. I'm never doing this again, ever. Right, well, let's get to it. First layer done. Okay, halfway there, chocolate layer is on. Now, the third layer. There we go. Okay, nearly there. So I've just covered the rest of this with the French buttercream. And now I just need to pipe some chocolate ganache on the top and cover it with nuts. Okay, so for the decoration of the cake, around the side I'm going to put 150 grams of roasted flaked almonds, and on the top we're going to alternate between 50 grams of chopped pistachios and 50 grams of chopped hazelnuts. Never again. Okay, so I've put some flaked almonds around the edge. That was very annoying to do. Just need to pipe the ganache on top and then sprinkle it with the pistachios and hazelnuts. And then we're finally finished. Right, so how many lines do we need? 7 diagonal lines. Done! Yes, finally! Oh my god! Oh. Right, so finally finished. It's taken me a very long time. It's taken me about 7 hours to do this. I have no idea how they managed to do it in 3 hours. It's probably why they're on the bake-off. Anyway, it is finished. There we go. It does looks like something from the 70s. Anyway, let's cut into it. You can kind of see the layers there. And very chewy. And the buttercream. That ganache is nice. It's very sweet though, but the flavours are good. And even though I completely failed on the timing, it took a lot longer than what I should have. It's not too bad. Although I'm never doing this again, ever. However, appearance wise, looks alright. Taste wise, it's good. So all in all, nailed it. Next time, it's Tudor week. And I'm going to be making some little Tudor biscuits. Tumbles or tupples or something like that. I can't remember. But it's got to be a hell of a lot easier than this one. Because this just takes the cake. Right, I'm going to finish off the rest of my piece of nutty goodness. And I will see you next time. Bye bye.